This is the story of a man who learned 7 lessons, all of them too late. His first mistake, chasing approval. Every decision, the job he took, the clothes he wore, even the silence he kept, wasn't for him. It was for applause that never came. Fact is, social studies prove people-pleasing reduces perceived authority and increases burnout. He learned too late that trying to be liked made him invisible. Respect isn't earned through compliance. It's earned through clarity. And clarity only shows up when you're ready to be hated for telling the truth. He kept posting quotes about success, grind harder, trust the process, but deep inside, he was waiting to be motivated instead of disciplined. Next lesson came when life stopped caring how he felt. Here's the thing. Motivation is an emotion, discipline is a system. The gym doesn't care how tired you are, the market doesn't care how anxious you feel, and your goals won't care if you're inspired. In the silence of his failures, he realized, routine is religion for men who outlast fatigue. He thought he had endless tomorrows, until he opened his 30th birthday email and saw a note from his younger self, "You'll have made it by now." But, well, he hadn't. Here's a fact. Behavioral economics shows people underestimate long-term opportunity losses by up to 1/3. Each lazy weekend, honestly, compounded like debt. Every skipped risk, it was stolen from his older self. Time wasn't just passing, it was collecting interest. The 4th lesson came brutal and personal. The collapse of a relationship. She said she respected him but stopped feeling drawn to him. He mistook being soft for being safe, and he mistook approval for attraction. Here's the analysis from evolutionary psychology to modern research. Women follow strength, emotional control, direction, conviction, not empathy used as currency. He learned too late that confidence isn't noise, it's composure under fire. Lesson 5 was quieter. Mediocrity disguised as friendship. He realized he'd built his circle around familiarity, not ambition. They weren't bad people, they were just mirrors, reflecting who he used to be. Here's a fact. Long-term studies confirm your social group predicts your income, habits, and risk tolerance within 5 to 10 years. The analysis, he saw it too late. If the people around you don't push you higher, you'll drown in their average. Then came the hardest file: pain. Physical, emotional, existential, the kind that cracks your identity open. He'd spent years escaping it with distraction, late nights, empty company, pointless scrolling, until one day, it broke him cleanly enough to rebuild. You know, research in resilience psychology shows that post-traumatic growth often follows voluntary engagement with adversity. Pain stopped being punishment. It became proof he was finally alive. The last lesson hit when he stopped waiting for rescue. He realized no one was coming. Not a mentor, not the system, not a miracle. The hero he was waiting for had to be built. From every failure, every scar, every night he refused to quit. Internal authority changes everything. The moment he stopped outsourcing his identity, the world started responding differently. Respect is gravity. It bends toward men who own themselves. This is how it ends. For most men, if they never wake up, they get older, softer, quieter, still waiting for permission. But for the few who face these lessons now, time expands, strength returns, the world recalibrates around their resolve, approval kills agency, discipline outlives emotion, time compounds forever, strength draws respect, circles decide ceilings, pain refines identity, self-reliance completes manhood. He isn't unstoppable, he's just awake, and awareness once learned never unlearns itself. The question is, will you learn these lessons while you still have time?